John Cena, attitude adjustment! Wow! Player has done now!
John Cena versus CM Punk at Money in the Bank 2011 was the match that made me fall in love with professional wrestling. I was 14 years old at the time and switched on this match with no idea about the pipe bomb or the stakes of the match. But when that music hit and I saw the crowd reaction, I was taken aback. The voiceless didn't need anyone to speak for them that night. This was the first time I felt such a passion for a match and such hate for John Cena, because I've always despised Cena and felt betrayed by how the crowds always cheered for him, and I felt that my voice was heard here as well. This was the first time I felt a magic like never before, and when CM Punk kicked out of that third attitude adjustment, I nearly lost my shit.
Not again! Not again!
This feud that defined a generation made fans chant CM Punk for a decade after he left. A reunion that we've been long anticipating ever since Punk in 2023 returned and Cena announced his farewell tour last year. But now, when it's finally happening, something feels missing. The lukewarm crowd reaction in Phoenix, the bad booking of Cena's heel turn so far with its predictable ending coming to a close at SummerSlam, and not to mention the match taking place in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. It's like WWE is actively trying to kill the magic here. And that's why we think the only way to turn this around and save the farewell tour is for CM Punk to beat John Cena and end his record-breaking title run. And here's why. WWE's creative has mostly fumbled the heel turn idea. As one Bleacher Report analysis bluntly states, it's no big secret that Cena's heel turn has been a flop. The core ideas were promising. Cena acting like an entitled legend who cheats to win and spouts theory about ruining the business. But execution has been half-baked. Instead of driving a new narrative, many segments just echo old material or devolve into gimmicks. They've even issued throwback merch for every city, harking back to Cena's ruthless aggression days. But beyond those novelty t-shirts, nothing about Cena's presentation really shifted. His entrance music, his mannerisms, even his catchphrases are basically the same. The only real change is the crowd now boos instead of cheers. In short, the heel Cena on TV hasn't fully materialized. It feels like a face act with a permanent sneer, rather than a fully realized villain. The supporting cast has been oddly misused too. Take R-Truth, for example. He was put in a main event spot, helping Cena beat Randy Orton at Backlash, and then had a big match against his childhood hero at Saturday night's main event, only to be let go a few weeks later. The fan backlash was so huge, they had to bring him back at Money in the Bank 2025, interfering in the main event by attacking John Cena, which allowed Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso to secure a win over Cena and Logan Paul. On the June 9th episode of Raw, we even saw Truth dramatically cut off his braids to prove he's serious. But WWE hasn't followed through by writing him as a credible threat. He still peppers his ranting with goofy quips. He's almost cartoonish rather than menacing. Likewise, Logan Paul has been stuck as Cena's tag team sidekick, with no development beyond jumping into random multi-man brawls. The most obvious feud, Cody Rhodes, has been frustratingly sidelined. After being screwed out of the title at WrestleMania, Cody's payoff was limited to pinning Cena in a tag match, only thanks to Truth. And now, he's in the King of the Ring tournament, and most likely to win it and go on to dethrone Cena at SummerSlam. So is that it? Is that how the most awaited heel turn in WWE history is gonna end? Feels like a big letdown. The CM Punk angle is the lone thread that could still have merit, but even that is undercooked. WWE made Cena vs. Punk official on Raw, but the caveat being that it's happening only at Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia, which makes Punk look like a hypocrite, as the Second City Saint has been very vocal about Saudi and their blood money for the past couple of years. While most of us can agree that Punk isn't winning, Pundits have noted that Punk is basically the only one who can level with Cena in terms of promo skills. One analysis flatly notes, CM Punk just needs to beat John Cena for the title and end Cena's heel run in the process, while adding that none of Cena's other rivals come close to Punk on the mic. Punk is by far the more dynamic promo, and fans agree. Many expect he should walk Cena back to the light at Night of Champions. If that happens, the narrative would reset. Punk could ride a title win into SummerSlam, perhaps facing the likes of Cody Rhodes, while Cena quietly flips back to hero status for one last ride. As the Bleacher Report piece suggests, a Punk victory now puts down important groundwork for the future, by sending Cena back to babyface mode for his farewell. WWE's only risk, as critics point out, is that they place this potential turning point at a Saudi show, where the time zone means half the fans watch on delay, and it's always been a semi-canon show. Hardly ideal for Cena's legacy moment. On the other hand, if WWE insists on keeping Cena on top at Night of Champions, expect more convoluted booking. There's already chatter via outlets like Sportskeeda that perhaps Randy Orton will play both sides, maybe even turning heel to side with Cena at SummerSlam, betraying Cody Rhodes in the process. The idea would be Orton flipping back into a Cena ally to help the champion cheat out a win, which frankly sounds like grasping at straws. It underscores the point. Creative is scrambling. Historically, WWE usually saves one big passing the torch moment for SummerSlam or a final TV special. If they can pull one over on us, Cena will drop the belt to someone meaningful in the next month, then perhaps face a top star in a dream finale. But as of now, the writing has been sloppy and reactive, not a tightly plotted farewell. In summary, Cena's brief heel run has been an odd mix of great potential and disappointing execution. Visually and musically, nothing much about Cena's entrance has changed to match the villainous attitude WWE claims he has. Promos and cameos were supposed to elevate the storyline, yet they mostly came off as random. The only analysts who seem confident are fans pointing out, look, Punk versus Cena should end this, because WWE sure isn't doing it coherently on TV. If anything, it feels like the company flirted with a landmark heel run for Cena, but quickly lost confidence. By SummerSlam, the likely outcome is the expected one. Cena's heel epic will fizzle, he'll drop the title, and we'll quietly pretend the flubbed buildup never happened, much like how a bygone wrestling era might have folded the bad story without fanfare. The only real spectacle left will be Cena's final entrance and farewell match, which, let's hope, finally gives ...